Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. I am not upset that you lied to me. I'm upset that from now on, I can't believe you. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Without music, life would be a mistake. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. It is hard enough to remember my opinions without also remembering my reasons for them. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often, and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions. They cease to be mind. In individuals, insanity is rare. But in groups, parties, nations and epochs, it is the rule. Is man merely a mistake of gods, or God merely a mistake of man? The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike, than those who think differently. Man is the cruelest animal. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier, and simpler. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are, for him, answers above all. The true man wants two things: danger and play. For that reason he wants woman as the most dangerous plaything. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? We have art in order not to die of the truth. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. Be careful, lest in casting out your demon, you exercise the best thing in you. There are two different types of people in the world: those who want to know and those who want to believe. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. That which is done out of love is always beyond good and evil. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. Women, they make the highs higher and the lows more frequent. Healthy, strong individuals seek self-expansion by experimenting and by living dangerously. Life consists of an infinite number of possibilities, and the healthy person explores as many of them as possible. Blessed are the forgetful, for they get the better even of their blunders. Invisible threads are the strongest ties. Today, as always, men fall into two groups: slaves and free men. Whoever does not have 2/3 of his day for himself is a slave, whatever he may be: a statesman, a businessman, an official, or a scholar. Perhaps I know best why it is man alone who laughs. He alone suffers so deeply that he had to invent laughter. They muddy the water to make it seem deep. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. One repays a teacher badly if one always remains nothing but a pupil. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. A thought, even a possibility, can shatter and transform us. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. Is it better to out-monster the monster, or to be quietly devoured? The worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. The most perfidious way of harming a cause consists of defending it deliberately with faulty arguments. Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself. The voice of beauty speaks softly. It creeps only into the most fully awakened souls. One must be a sea to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. One must give value to their existence by behaving as if one's very existence were a work of art. It is my ambition to say in 10 sentences what others say in a whole book. He who cannot put his thoughts on ice should not enter into the heat of dispute. Whenever I climb, I am followed by a dog called ego. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Nothing on earth consumes a man more quickly than the passion of resentment. What is the seal of liberation? Not to be ashamed in front of oneself. The end of a melody is not its goal, but nonetheless, had the melody not reached its end, it would not have reached its goal either. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned, has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What water is there for us to clean ourselves? What festivals of atonement, what sacred games shall we have to invent? Is not the greatness of this deed too great for us? Must we ourselves not become gods simply to appear worthy of it?